I'm Bronson of Smart Contract Audit Token. I'm joined today by my friend Gabe. Gabe, it's great to see you again. You brought with you some top-notch research. Which project did you research?
What's up, Bronson? Thanks for having me on, and good to see you again. It was awesome meeting Team Scat DAO and Rare Bloom. I have at Rare Bloom. I brought my first report today, the Rats DAO. I figured we could chat about it for just a few moments, so I have it up here, and happy to chat and discuss it whichever way you think is the most effective here.
Give us an overview of it. What is it all about?
Yeah, sure. So Rats DAO is a project on Cardano that collects blue chip NFTs. So they set out to create a membership NFT about a year ago now, just about last winter. You purchase the NFT, the ADA generated from the NFTs goes to a treasury. The DAO decides which blue chips to purchase. So Space Buds, Clay, a berry, those were some of the initial purchases. Dead Pixel, things like that. So as of today's date, there's like over 500 NFTs in the treasury, which is locked up with a multi-sig, an 8-hour multi-sig roundtable. But there's over 500 NFTs that the Rats hold right now. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that's kind of a baseline. There's they have 10,000 member NFTs. The first 1,000 of those NFTs, they were Genesis. And I think actually 0 to 999 were Genesis tokens, Genesis NFTs. The next 9,000, I guess, or yeah, 9,000 were governance NFTs. So kind of like the early supporters, and then the next 10,000 or 9,000. It's a pretty robust community. There's lots of different, values and thoughts on NFTs, right? Like you can, I initially got into it personally to learn more about CNFTs, right? I was nowhere near purchasing any of those blue chips. So I figured, yeah, this will be a good way to learn. So that's how I started. And that's a little bit about what Rats DAO is about.
Were there anything that stood out to you? Any red flags or something that just was off the charts positive that stuck out to you?
Yeah. Let's see. In terms of the report, you're saying, like when I was kind of doing the research and things like that.
Yep.
Yeah. So So when I was doing the research, I wasn't aware of too many projects that started like with this same sort of vision early on. I know there's since been a few of them, and I couldn't honestly tell you who was first at saying that they were an NFT DAO, but I think Rats was one of the very first that conceptualized the idea. They're touted as the first NFT project in that category, and they're certainly the largest. So whereas you get a lot of different opinions and views inside a community that is buying lots of different NFTs, over 500, like I mentioned, it still is a pretty cool community and a pretty cool concept. And let's face it, the market might not be where everyone wants it to be, but we still have 500 plus NFTs in that treasury. And I've learned a ton about them. And I think that the concept is pretty cool. So that's what I would say would be the unique factor of the Rats DAO and kind of the positive.
Do you know the development team? Do you know anyone? You're pretty active in the community. I figured there was a chance.
Yeah. So do I know anyone on the development team? I don't know anyone on the development team. They're located in Argentina, most of them. I do spend a lot of time in there. Like that was one of my first big draws into researching and educating, just satisfying the curiosity of Cardano more. So I don't know the development team. I've learned about them, and Scat DAO has enabled me and set me up to go through a process that allows me to dive deep into each one of them. Twitter profiles, LinkedIn profiles, just general, research that you should be doing anytime you're considering making an investment.
Great, thank you for that. Are there any other final thoughts that you want to put out there about Rats DAO that you weren't able to convey yet?
Yeah, no, I think Rats DAO is a great project that has a tremendous base and foundation, and it's continuing to be built. There's working groups that are very active in there, and just like any project, there's a lot of work to do. We're constantly turning our back and looking at like regulations that may come into blockchain and Web3. So I think that there's a lot of promise in Rats DAO, and there's people that are working on it all the time to make it better. When you have 2, 3, 4,000 different thoughts and opinions, everyone's going to want different things. So you don't appease everyone. Some people get upset that their projects don't get voted on or picked, but hey, it's all part of just maybe making a better proposal or wording it in a different way, or things like that. We certainly have lots of great NFTs, and if you don't know much about Rats DAO, come by, check it out. There's a very friendly community. The NFTs are there's 20 different NFTs that enable you to be and have access to the community. And there's, like I said, there's 500 NFTs that as a member, you can propose to move and do whatever you want with, basically. So that's what I would say about the Rats DAO, and hope that answers some of the questions that you had there.
Yeah, great. Gabe, we appreciate you in Smart Contract Audit Token Discord, the time you spend there and your research. So thank you for your time. And
cool, thanks.
again at Rare Bloom.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. I look forward to seeing you guys again soon, man. It was
Or
awesome.
whatever it's called next year.
Yeah, Rare Evo or something.